Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? And welcome back to another episode of Larry Reactions. Here to talk about She-Hulk. So we finally got the damn episode. Yes, we finally got the episode we've all been waiting for. None other than Matt Murdock, the devil of Hell's Kitchen, Daredevil. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So, starts off with it opens up with a lower class superhero named Leapfrog. His true identity is a guy named Eugene. Eugene, basically being a spoiled rich kid, he was in the middle of a parking lot fighting these bad guys or whatever like that. It starts to get too much to handle, and he goes to make his grand escape, a grand exit, and as he's leaving, the boots on his suit explode. Okay? And of course, the suit was made by Jacob. So this causes Eugene to get his ass kicked. I mean, he got beat up. So, of course, he wants to file a lawsuit against Jacob. And who does his lawyer end up being? Jennifer Walters, of course. And of course, Jennifer has a real problem with this because it's kind of a conflict of interest. Because Jacob been helping Jennifer with her wardrobe, and he's the best in town, best in the city for superheroes. So you can see the tension right there. So Eugene wants to file a suit. Jennifer has appointed his attorney. So she basically goes to Jacob's shop and tries to explain it to him so he won't get upset and stop providing her service with a wardrobe. And of course, it doesn't work out in her favor. They end up having a falling out. Jennifer's real uptight about it because, she's getting an award for Female Lawyer of the Year, and it's a big gala coming up, and she needs something to wear. So the dress that he was making for in the midst of their disagreement, he rips it up. Like, he rips it. He was like, well, get the hell out of here. I don't have to make nothing for you since you're going to represent, that piece of shit or whatever like that. But, it's her job. I mean, she literally has no choice in the matter. so they end up going to court, and of course the judge speaks on to both of them, both sides of it, and the judge talks to Jacob and asks Jacob, hey, are you representing yourself? And he was like, of course not. And then all of a sudden, the man himself, Matthew Murdock, walks right in. Puts a smile on my face. Really does. But anyway. So of course, they're doing their law thing. They're talking about the case. They bring out the suit because it's the object in question, of course. And Jennifer goes to plead her client's case about how the suit was defective. And when she brings the suit out, here go Matt get to flexing his super ability muscles, super sense of smell, and he smells jet fuel on the suit. And Jacob says he advised, he prohibited, he said that he notified Eugene and told him, do not use that type of fuel in my suits because it will explode. Which basically that's how they end up winning the case. Because he gave the disclaimer, he gave the warning before he purchased the suit and told him. So that was on the buyer, and basically Matt won the case for Jacob. Okay. So afterwards, Jennifer's at a bar drinking, and Matt happens to be across the way, and they end up talking. You know, you already see where it's going, and Jennifer kind of, you know, she does the fourth wall thing again. She was like, I'm kind of feeling this guy, and I was like, oh, here we go, here we go. And basically they have a little conversation. Matt tells Jennifer that you know, that you should look at She-Hulk as, you know, being a gift. Because think about it, when you're Jennifer Walters, you can help people in the courtroom all day long. And then as She-Hulk, you can help people outside of the courtroom. And, you know, something Jennifer really needs to hear, you know what I'm saying? And that was a good, you know, from how Matt look at it, and we all know what Matt do. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer needed to hear that. But anyway, so Matt gets a call saying he has to leave, and we all know what that means. And then Jennifer like, you know, well, I guess, you know, you gotta go. And then she gets a call or whatever like that. But when Jennifer gets a call when she gets home, and it's Eugene, and he's in his car and he's driving all crazy and crap, and all his windows are getting bust out around him. And you know, you're like, what the hell going on? And it turns out that it was Daredevil. Daredevil was on top of Eugene's car, busting his windows out, trying to get him to stop. So they finish out with that scene, and as Eugene is driving, all of a sudden, She-Hulk is right in his pathway. He runs right into She-Hulk. The car is totaled. Daredevil flips off, and they have a little tussle, and it was very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. They're back and forth. They got good chemistry. You know, for this show, you think, you know, the stuff in this show is kind of hokey and kind of cringe, but it actually, Matt Murdock, or Charlie Cox is the actor that played Matt Murdock. He did a great job. He did a really good job blending with the style of the writing for the show. So they end up tussling or whatever like that. She does the gamma clap, which causes Matt Murdock to slam into the car. And she comes over there and picks up Matt Murdock like she going for a fucking choke slam. And just takes the mask off. And she's like, Matt? And, you know, he was like, yeah, Jen, it's me. You know. And basically, it just comes to terms, he telling Jen that, hey, your client is the bad guy. He kidnapped Jacob. Basically, him being a spoiled rich kid, he's mad because Jacob won't make him another suit. And he lost the case. So he kidnapped Jacob to force Jacob to make him another suit. So, of course, She-Hulk and Daredevil have to spring into action. They have to be the heroes. They have to go rescue Jacob because Jacob's life could potentially be in danger. So they get to Eugene's Leapfrog's lair, hideout, which is called the Lily Pad. They get there and they get on the rooftop, and you know, they start comparing about how they should take him out or whatever like that. And Matt's like, Jen, you don't do this every day. I do. And I'm like, yeah, Jen, you should kind of stay in your lane a little bit. He evaded this. But so they go into the hallway. You see the goons, you see the henchmen, you know, the goons, hired guns, carrying the guns or whatever like that. And then all of a sudden the door opens in the hallway, a body come flying out. And it's Daredevil. And Daredevil beats they ass in Daredevil fashion. Just like I expected. and they threw a little more on her. Very good. Very good. Ain't lost his touch. The suit took a little bit to get used to with the gold and red. But he did mention that Jacob made multiple suits for him. So I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be the only suit we're gonna see, especially when his series comes out. But anyway, he took the guys out in the hallway or whatever, and then there was, some more guys ran from the other side of the hallway. You heard the ceiling crack, and then here comes Jennifer. Boom! Jennifer come down, she take him out in one swipe. So they end up rescuing Jacob. Jacob agrees to continue to, give his services to Jennifer for her wardrobe. Oh no, you think that was the end of the episode, but it wasn't. So they went ahead and they showed the gala event. And at the gala event, as Jennifer was receiving her award for Female Lawyer of the Year, this video pops up on the screen behind them, and it's a video of Jennifer sleeping with the people the men that she slept with in her home. And she spazzes out. I mean, she goes ape shit, like on Bruce Banner shit. And the crowd is panicking. They leaving. They running out. They don't. What the hell is going on? And she was like in a primal state, but she was She-Hulk, and that's a dangerous mixture. She got the throwing shit and everything. So when she ends up, I think Intelligentsia, they're behind it. And I was wondering when they were going to pop back up. So that kind of lets you know that's going to have a lot to do with what's going on, especially with the next episode being the season finale, which I can't wait. So she gets outside and they got rifles and shit pointed at her. So it just leave what's happening, what's going to happen. Is this and still no Bruce Banner. He's got to show up in the next episode. Like, if you know Marvel always got some up their sleeve. They plan so far ahead. So, and this episode was steps a lot better than the last previous episodes. Like I said, the last episodes to me were really filler episodes. They really didn't give off too much, but this episode delivered. It delivered. Oh yeah, and there was one other thing. So Matt and Jen end up sleeping together, and Matt Murdock took the walk of shame in the morning. They showed a scene. It was in the morning time, and you heard footsteps, and it was Matt, full Daredevil costume, and he ain't had no shoes on. I think he was holding his boots or whatever like that. I was like, Jen must have She-Hulked on his ass in the middle of it. And wore his ass out. But definitely can't wait to the next episode. This episode really delivered. Bruce gotta be in the next episode. It being the season finale, they gonna end it on a grand scale. I guarantee you. They'd be stupid not to. Come on, Marv. Give us what we want. But y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all watched it. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think might happen on the next episode. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.